All right, we're back here in my kitchen. We've got all of our ingredients to make my mama's wonderful, wonderful divinity candy. And I'm going to start out by telling you just a couple of tips. If you get up and it's raining and damp outside, don't even try it. Postpone it to another day because it will not harden for you. The next tip that I have for you is start with room temperature egg whites. So we're going to give it a try here. I remember in grammar school when we would have functions, we would have fundraising functions, and we'd have carnivals and fairs, and everybody would have to contribute something. Well, on fair day, my hand would be the first one up saying, "My mama will make divinity, my mama will make divinity," because she made the most beautiful, and I was so proud when I would walk up to the candy table and my mother's candy was the prettiest of all. In fact, this is going to bring back so many memories for me today. If I close my eyes, I can see this beautiful red-headed young woman standing at the counter making beautiful mounds of divinity. So we're going to put our sugar and water and our corn syrup. And I'll tell you a little tip about this corn syrup. Anytime you're using anything sticky, you can spray your measuring cup with a non-stick spray and it will just roll right on out of there for you. And we're going to stir this just until it dissolves. And we're going to start over fairly high heat. And it'll take just a few minutes. And another thing when you're making divinity, as you can see from here, I've got a wonderful thick pot. Don't ever try to make divinity in a thin pot. And when we get this dissolved and we quit stirring, we're going to stick in a candy thermometer. Now, some people like to use cold water for their testing, but I really recommend that you use a thermometer, something that you can really count on. Because one man's soft ball could be another man's hard ball. So, for accuracy, use one of these. Divinity is nothing but sugar, y'all. As you can tell from the ingredients, sugar and water. So, if you're looking for something low-cal, don't even go here. We're fixing to stick this thermometer in. We're going to clip that to our pot. And you can see the red mercury. We're at 140 right now. And we're going to have to go to 250. So we got a good ways to go. And we hadn't started boiling yet, but it's not going to take it but just a minute. But in the meantime, I'm going to start with our meringue. Always start with a room temperature egg. And we're going to just break these eggs right on into here. And these yolks, you can cover them with a little oil, wrap them in a plastic wrap, and they'll be good for you for 4 to 5 days. So don't fret about having yolks that you feel like you might not use. We're going to start our egg whites, and we're going to beat them until they form nice soft peaks. All right, let's lift these up and take a look at that. See, those are at nice peaks. And we're just a-rolling over here. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit, and we are now up to about 230. The most important thing is your accuracy on your syrup. You want to make sure that you take it to the 250 degrees. If you take it less than that, then it's not going to firm up for you. If you take it more than that, then it's going to be dry and hard before you can even drop it. Oh, this brings back so many wonderful memories. I never saw my mother make divinity that did not turn out. It's just light and airy and just dissolves into your mouth, and it's just one of the best candies that you can eat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're there. All right, we're going to turn our heat off. And this can be tricky because you have now gotten a very, very hot syrup. And you don't want to burn yourself. We're going to go back to our egg whites. They have formed a nice peak. And now we're going to take our syrup and we're going to very, very slowly pour it in to our meringue. And I'll tell you this is my least favorite part about making divinity because you have to do it in a fine, steady little stream. And as you can see, we've got a pretty big pot of syrup here. Mama, I think we're going to make you proud today. Hopefully I can live up to your wonderful divinity. We're finally there. Now we're gonna let this beat until it loses its gloss. That's when you'll know that your candy's ready and ready to put on your wax paper. And we're gonna add, about a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. We're finally there and it's starting to lose its gloss. I'm gonna slowly lift up our beater and lower our temperature so I can get every bit of that candy off that paddle. And we're gonna quickly stir in our pecans. Now the recipe calls for 1 cup, but I'm a nutty girl, so I'm gonna use 2 cups. We're gonna fold those in. Look at that beautiful, beautiful candy. It looks like Mama's. All right, so we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna take just a little bit of our candy and pop in the corners of our pan. So that'll hold us down and we won't be slipping and sliding all over the place. And this is the part that you could really use a friend. But I'm gonna try to get it done myself and see how we do. Look how beautiful. And this will set up and harden for you. We're gonna use 1 spoon to dip with and the other to twirl it off. Look how beautiful. This recipe originally came from my grandmother, and my grandmother was a fabulous cook, but she never mastered the art of making divinity. But my mother had a touch for it that was just unbelievable. But you know what? I have to confess, I'm still not as good as my mother. And I have a batch that's already hardened. Let's try it. It's sinfully wonderful. It's Christmas. It's Thanksgiving. It's birthday. It's fabulous.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.